Oh, very bad go. Most efficient aeroplane in the world right now, but I can't believe it make any of them. Can you believe it? Reading an interesting story. I want to tell you a story. Let me just make a little tiny adjustment here. Say about it. Okay, folks, so right now, let me just lock it out on there. You should be hearing the aeroplanes as they spool up like they did, like we had the other day. You should be getting that. I should. Yeah. Hey, Flight Radar 24, obviously very active, very on the ball, aren't they, Flight Radar 24? That's why they're so successful, because if you're, you know, you need to be active, don't you, in terms of your the social media interaction. Is that right? Anyway, whatever. Right. It's Wednesday. It's a shame it's not. We don't do Thursdays. I mean, obviously we don't. It's a crackerjack. It's Thursday. It's 5:30, and it's time for crackerjack. Like it's all right now. If I'm talking now, it's okay, isn't it? But this 350 that's pulling up to the line, we're having some right old ding-dong battles here with the... Come on, Sam. No. Anxious traveller, maybe you were not with us the other day on Zero Nines. The noise that you're hearing is my microphone, my second microphone, down at the other end of the runway, so that we can catch the spool ups of these jets, and then I catch them as they come up here. But this is just an experiment, by the way, folks. It's just to see whether it works or not. It is that noise. The noise you're hearing is the baggage vehicles and freight vehicles that carrying freight. That should have sounded nice. We did all that thing with Turkish and absolutely didn't hear anything back. That was it. That was the end of it. Now Thompson tuning in from California. Hope you're well, mate. So Joe B. GPX, good afternoon to you. Helen Clapp Tapparay. 787 off to New York Tapparay. Liliana is a brand new member. Welcome, Liliana. JE545 enjoyed my return flight to Pisa yesterday. 319. Spent the first day setting up and activating the simulator, the Big Jet TV simulator. Look how forward that undercarriage is, that front undercarriage, mate. Nose gear. Giants haven't heading to Phoenix on Monday. Rob, LHR, great view, great sounds. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, we're on Bryden. Right, okay, let me just have a look and see. Bryden. Bryden. Good job, you guys just outdone yourselves. The audio upgrade idea is simply brilliant. Best in the business. Thank you. We don't compare ourselves to anybody else, folks. We just do our own thing. Obviously, I need to sort of like synchronise this with what you're hearing from all the way down there. We've got a microphone set up all the way down there. Diesel 13. Good afternoon. Involved, folks. Liliana, if you want to talk about aviation, you want to ask any questions, anybody who's new to Big Jet TV, any questions that you might have, please don't hesitate. Come in and ask away. Anything technical, we obviously we are known for having improved. What's going on down there? think this is the. Is this the Yes, we do have people who put up the METAR, but currently visibility is probably over 10 miles, I would have thought, but it's just very hazy and it's not ideal. I mean, I don't want bright sunshine from this position, just from the point of view that it creates a silhouette. A bit of blue sky there, son. Nice. Joanna B, what's the best website to book hotel? To be honest with you, Google, Joanna, is your best best place to hit in terms of wow, that's struggling. Yeah, Ginny does everything through Google. Doesn't do anything through you know, the third-party websites. Some lovely bank shots. Penny Haskins saying, well, booking.com, yeah, we use most of the time, yeah, but we don't use things like Expedia because we book so much, obviously. Headwind, I would imagine, coming at these guys. Jay Thompson, how can you tell the difference between an A350-900 and a 1000? Jay Thompson, primarily by the length, but also by the 6-wheel undercarriage, as opposed to the 4-wheel undercarriage, main landing gear that is, on the 900, 4 wheels on the 900, 6 either side that is, on the 1000, but generally the length. So you should be hearing these aircraft spooling up down at that end, folks. Long time to get the gear up on the 330. Blue sky, blue sky. Who's got their headphones on here and a rumble of those Trent 7s, man? Stephen Curry, loving the spool up mic, great innovation. There we go. Well, she's got a dead cat on her today, the mic, not literally. Yeah, good luck with, well, I don't know, those skies. Is the visibility going to improve from our point of view anyway? Thrill, DBD, first annual leave today in months, starts today. Kick it off with a Jets with Jerry Stream. Hell yeah, there we go. Good for you, Thrill DBD. Enjoy your time off. I'm sure it's well overdue. Kevin V tuning in from Phoenix. LFC Ian, sound is perfect. That's good news. Shona Jedrick, what a difference a second mics makes. Never heard a spool up so clear, Helen Clapp saying. Andrew Hickenbottoms, are we going to hear them? No, we're not going to hear the romance. Yeah. Of course, it's something that people need to get used to, with my voice being linked in with the other mic for spooling. Well, would that? Yeah, but would that take away the excitement of it? Yes, exactly. Wow, look at this. What's going on? Well, jump on a little bit of news then, shall we? Yeah, interesting news I read today about USA. And apparently their order for the order from a long time ago. In 2013, oh no, here we go, hold on a minute. What's happened to the United A350 order that was 1,300 orders from dozens of airlines around the world, but one of the larger orders for the aircraft is also one of the more peculiar ones. An order from United Airlines for 45 A350-900s. Under CEO Glenn Tilton, as it was then, United ordered 25 Airbus A350s in 2009. All 350-900s, the aircraft would be delivered in 2016 to replace the Boeing 747-400 fleet about the time that we started. In 2013, United converted all aircraft in the order to A350-1000s, while adding 10 more and deferring delivery to 2018, given the A350-1000's later entry into service, the EIS. Nice shot. The aircraft would still serve as United's future flagship, but would now be larger models, and the increased fleet size would be better suited for United's needs. Now merged with Continental Airlines, then CEO Jeff Smisek stated. This is a modern, fuel-efficient and advanced technology aircraft that our customers and co-workers will enjoy flying. Well, let's get her off the ground then. Yorkshire Lass gifted 10 channel memberships. Thank you, Yorkshire Lass. From Yorkshire. Flying bedstead, saving my life. Suffering a 3-hour Teams training session which started at 1 PM. I've got them on the iPad in front of you, on the telly behind. Thank you. Fair play. Oh yeah. Reese Davies, is the 380 getting a bigger version? Negative, Reese. Bigger version? How can it be bigger? Someone said the other day that Captain Chris said sling 10 metres, make it 10 metres longer. Make it 10 metres longer. Yeah, different, yes. That's very true, Oh, a little bit of sunlight down there, look. Liliana, A380 designed for 880 passengers indeed, but averages about 550, yeah, with the different configurations that they have. Obviously you have to think of the business class, you know, the lay down seats, all that, you know, funky stuff up the front. Then of course you've got your premium economy as well, and then of course you've got your 300 or so economy seating. DC-10. Aaron Thomas saying that may have been a Swiss 777 to Miami. Gary Simple. Mank Red. Aileen or Eileen, maybe. Thank you. Yeah, so those A350 orders were swapped for 777-300 orders, and that has obviously since fallen by the wayside with Boeing discontinuing the 777. On that. It's a 737. It's a 737. Aidan Campbell, yes indeed. In fact, I do recall somebody saying that if you configured it correctly, you can fit nearly 1,000 people on an A380 with economy seating, all economy seating, and I'm led to believe that anyway. I don't know if that's true. It may have been an old wives' tale a little while ago. Yeah, it's a little 320 in it. This is, look at the speed he's going. Takeoff speed around about 140 knots. Rattly trucks. Yes. Brian Stewart, no update just at this point in terms of the B-52s. We believe they are all here. They went on a mission the other day around about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So as and when, if ever, they do start daylight exercises, thing is that those sorts of things are difficult to predict, aren't they? You can't predict anything with military exercises, unless of course you're going somewhere like Lakenheath. But when a group of bombers come in for exercises, they generally tend to be very random in the in their frequencies. You should have looked on ADSB. Professor Skithathathathathathan. I thought it'd be more of a Talking Heads fan. I like Talking Heads. Trent. We're on a road to nowhere. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's an RTO, or is that a... What's that? 220. Has he just landed? Has he just landed, Jimmy? Didn't see anyone say that there was a... Okay. Kevin V has gifted 5 channel memberships. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, did it? Nick Gray, 2 Rolls-Royce Trent 800s indeed. Interesting that the new GTF Pratt & Whitney engine has been certified by the FAA for reduced power go-around thrust, which is quite interesting. But they still got to fix these problems, haven't they, with the geared turbofan? 360 days is it, I think, that it's taking them to fix these engines. Can you believe that, folks? Imagine your car went into service to have the engine worked on or whatever. They said, yeah, we'll be able to get it to you next April. Eh? Yeah, next April. Amir, welcome, Amir. He's back. I think it's 360 days. I'm pretty sure it is, you know. Like a Neo to me. Maybe it's all right. Jane Eyre. What, this one? Maybe it's all. I think that Virgin Atlantic, like so many other operators, are sort of keeping a bit tight-lipped about aircraft availability for the summer months, that's for sure. Quite how much Virgin are affected by the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 issues, I'm not sure. Hey, mate, what makes you think that those two are mum and baby, Jilly, those two, look. Blimey. Sun's coming out, but it's getting worse. The visibility's getting worse. Oh my good God. When are you ever going to get it right, man? Come on, son. Oh. Oh dear, oh Lord. Blimey heck, man. This is doing my nuts in, this is. Shall we go down the other end? Well, you know, I can't see a bleeding thing, mate. It's like having cataracts for crying out loud. Ah. The saving grace is the audio, isn't it? No. Yeah, that'd be just as bad though, mate, to be honest with you. Sorry, folks. Oh, well, this will back. There's some interesting push sequence there. Pushing in now. Just about see this thing coming through the murk. This time next week, folks, I'll be in Frankfurt, hopefully with better conditions. This is quite low. Yeah, this is nice and low. Here we go. Yeah! Go on the Prats. I think. That's an old engine, that is, isn't it? It's as old as the hills. Looks like the old Trent 8s as well, haven't they? Sort of like in that same sort of era. The timeline. What's that all about? Same thing. Baby, it's all right. Michael White, P Super, but it all clear. Good for me. Just a little bit intrigued as to why they've pushed that 380 facing east. It's going to be a straight, immediate right turn, isn't it? And straight towards the, and literally do a 180. Yeah, there's no fog, Nick. There's no fog at all. It's not fog at all. It's just a haze, really. It's fog-like conditions in some respects, but not. It isn't fog. Somebody mentioned there about Air India. They're axing the Gatwick operation this summer, I believe. That's what I hear. Conditions, is that what we'd say? Liking the new Air India livery, one of his favourites. Odette, good afternoon to you. Kareem, Avro, Andrew Hickenbottom, loving the wings on the 350. Here's your first United 767, looks like he's coming out of play. Chester Draws, good afternoon, Edward George. And the sound is awesome, brilliant. Nice one, Andy. It's good news for Jet 2, Russ CT. Projected profit 570 million pre-tax. 14 new Neos this year, 23 by December. Bet they want them earlier though, didn't they? Yeah. Mark, no, the Concorde is just sort of like, you know, it's just kind of been plonked there, isn't it? In amongst all that paraphernalia. That set of steps has been there all year, if not a lot. See that yellow set of steps? It's right in the nose area. Why don't they go and move them? Because it's an ugly piece of equipment that's really, you know, I mean, it's bad enough as it is that she's sort of like just, I mean, the position that she's in, I think the reasoning, the thinking behind it was so that when people are taxiing out for departure, they get a good view of her. Well, yeah, they do. You're right, they do. But for anybody driving past, mind you, driving past, you don't want to distract people, do you really? I don't know. Crazy how it can go from an empty taxiway to a very busy one. Yes, Andreas, the yellow steps again. Dun, dun, dun. Eugene Ming, new location, great. Well, it's not new, Eugene. We've been filming from maybe this is the first time you, Eugene, have seen it. Mind you, you're 4 stripes, so. absolute load of old. Here we go. Did you see that, GP? I know. Oh, stupid. Competition. Oh my God. Yeah. Run for your lives! Isn't it crazy see that little Embraer E195, is it? 8,000 hours on wing time for the engines, yeah? New gear turbofans? Sorry, 30,000 hours of on wing time. In terms of, that means that the engines don't have to come off until they've done 30,000 plus hours, cycles or whatever, but certainly hours, that's for sure. Whereas 8,000 hours is what the geared turbofan is offering at the moment. Well, not offering, but due to its technical issues with the engines. I think it's the high pressure turbo, the high pressure blades, the high pressure turbine blades that are causing the main issue, because the way that they were constructed was by way of compounded, like compressed metal, like powder compressed, and that has started to fatigue quite early on. Susie Q. Hours, and then they have to come off to be well, I think, to be honest with you, I don't know if that's like, you know, that's likely to be the on-wing time for the post-fix or pre-fix. Road, or as Aaron Thomas calls it, a rouge. It's quite ironic, isn't it, that all these old engines, you know, your Trent 700s, Trent 800s, like a little bit more reliable than the you know, the ultra modern engines, like the XWB and the Trent 1000 engines. You know, the XWBs, wow, that's an early rotate, man, for this one. Steve Owen, yes, it is the Headbanging Hotel. Rolls-Royce going through a massive, well, it's a program that's been ongoing for quite some time now, to improve the longevity of the engines on the wing as well, by coating the fan blades, along with obviously other upgrades, but the fan blade coating to protect them from wear and tear, literally. Especially hot climates like in the Middle East. Professor saying, got a great day. Oh, okay, he's off. What's that, GP? Okay. Yeah. little empennage, look. Definitely got a shorter span of the horizontal stabilizers, the horizontal tail plane of that aeroplane, isn't it? Definitely than the 777, for example. Screaming 767. Go on, mate, run it long. These cold conditions. These aeroplanes, these engines like these conditions as well. The air's quite thick in it. A bit like me. So yeah, what is the deal with United's A350 orders? I didn't have any idea that they had initially ordered A350s, but no, they did. But then that got switched out to 777-300s, of course now. Different spool up as well. I don't know if you heard the spool up on that jet, but it's a very sort of like odd, almost metal to metal noise that you hear when they shut the valves off on those Pratt & Whitney PW4000s. Almost to the point where you're like, wow, really? Is there something wrong with that engine maybe? Just also, folks, talking about the oh look, it's the Dulux lease jet. Yeah, the A350 freighter, the program has been delayed by a year with Airbus. Airbus are going through some serious problems at the moment, is the way I see it. Having delayed the hydrogen fuel cell technology aircraft by at least 10 years, and also the technology that they were going to test on the A380 program has been completely cancelled. And the reason for that, they're saying, is, well, what's the point in developing an aeroplane when you haven't got the raw materials to power them? In other words, we need hydrogen farms, is what they're saying. It's a very patch now, moving. It's an interesting patch of what appears to be fake grass. Do you know what I mean? Like the stuff you find at driving ranges and stuff like that. Almost in the shape of an aeroplane as well. Wouldn't it be great if they were moving Concorde and kept it all under wraps and yeah. Aidan Campbell Air India increased its order by 100 aircraft with Airbus. But the thing is that at the moment, there's just numbers, isn't it? You can't deliver them. It's, I mean, the only kudos that people would maybe have would be like, they're ordering Airbus jets as opposed to Boeing. But, still in old livery. Most of them are. Got the taxi down here. They're coming towards you. United currently has an all-Boeing wide-body fleet, Brian Stewart. Yes, indeed, it does. Well, wide-body, yes, of course. But they do have 777-300s as well. When was the last 777-300 delivered to you? United! I won't. CT in talking to the US airports, they found it was difficult in some cases to implement hydrogen storage. Yes, exactly. That's the whole thing. It's not just a, it's a global thing. All airports, a bit like, with the A380, airports that wanted it had to extend their runways. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, in terms of the hydrogen fuel cell technology, it's a long way off. But the other thing you need to, understand is that it will be primarily, well, most definitely, it will be regional stuff. Those aircraft that I've seen being developed have 6 engines, which are all electrical, of course, probably feeding off independent systems. So if someone pulls the plug out, at least they don't all go down. Gillian Sankey, silly question, but how would they move Concorde? Well, she's not sitting on any blocks at the moment. She's on her undercarriage. Whether or not the wheels would turn, I highly doubt, but they would literally probably jack her up, put her on some kind of like truck system where they could attach trucks to the underside of the main gear and the front gear, and then just tow her across. But I'm sure that they would probably be able to unseize the wheels if they are stuck. Jules Harris. Sam Beck, last United 300ER delivered March 2020. Wow. Thanks for the info, Sam. Really appreciate that. That's the kind of stuff I appreciate, folks. All of you guys getting involved in the chat and giving information. Thank you for that, Sam Beck. Last one, March 2020. So, yeah. So it's a bit of an odd thing going on with United, because obviously United are not interested in the 777-9. The American carriers have stipulated that they're not interested in it for obvious reasons, because just it doesn't fit within their network, whereas it does with the Eastern carriers and the likes of some of the European operators as well. But with the US, not really. They're able to cover it off with their existing fleet. But in the future, obviously, when they start to retire their existing or aging fleet, they'll need replacements. Well, they more or less need them now, don't they? I would imagine that their 767s will end up being replaced by A321 XLRs. I think we might see that. They are experimenting, are they not? They've already got the 321neo, United. I think we saw one at wherever it was. Ballast. BA 380 to LAX on radar, Paul Skilling. That's a right-hand turn. That will be an Ockham departure, won't it? I think I'm right in saying that. Okay, a wild snowball. No, I'm wrong then. United will replace the 767 with their large 787 order. The 321 XLRs will likely replace the 75s. There we go, yes. Thank you, Snowball. That's corrected me and makes perfect sense, of course. Desperate for new aeroplanes, these operators, man. Moab was moved to her current location in 2013. Thank you, Ada. Of course, the other thing that I'm practicing on the flight sim as well, folks, is taxiing. Taxiing is a skill, it's an art. It's like driving a car, but with your feet. You can steer it with the side stick, but you're steering it with your feet, literally, with the rudder pedal. So it's something that you need to build your skills up on. Also, the fact that the wheel is behind you as well, not a long way back, but far enough back that you've got to overstep the line, and then I'm getting there, I'm getting there. There's a lot of things to learn and appreciate and all that sort of stuff, especially when you're flying manually as well, which I'm trying to do. Obviously, we're going to be utilising the autopilot for some operations, you know, short-haul operations. But for stuff like just doing circuits and bumps around London Heathrow, which is what I've been doing, it's just a case of flying it manually. And the great thing is with Heathrow is there's a lot of landmarks out there because I've flown into it so many times. I'll probably find that's the case with a few American airports as well. Certainly the approach pattern for Anchorage, as an example. These guys are going for the 350 freighter as well. Interesting. Like I said, 350 freighter program has now been delayed by a year. 2026 they're looking at, or later, maybe even 2027. Steve Owen, not sure on the next Anchorage, but I'm sure missing it. Worth a look at for April, yeah? Well, yeah. Aaron Thomas, yes, absolutely. It's just all about volume of traffic, isn't it? But you know, to be honest with you, they brought that A220 in just now on 09, right? I am surprised, like you say, that they, you know, look at that Qatar sitting there burning all that fuel, crossing over from the other runway, all the way through the taxiway, probably burning half a ton of fuel all the way across, or a quarter of a ton maybe, I don't know, but. Skilling Qatar 380 is on radar, that's good. Karina, we need Anchorage like I need my shirts. Oh, poor old Karina. I think wouldn't that be, you know, I mean, wouldn't that be the right thing to do? No, definitely not. I don't know if you're able to message us on email, Karina. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Well, then that's good. That's good. Don't worry about Karina. Julie's just told me that you have. That's the new livery for Emirates, folks. Yeah, but he still hasn't arrived, has it? Hold on a minute. I've got a problem with blah blah. No, that's true, yeah. Yeah, different materials or fabrics coming from different manufacturers, etc., etc. Fire up the hot rod. Steve Owen, can you explain the marker boards? Well, those marker boards basically have numbers on them and lettering, which basically indicates the entry point of the runway. There we go, link 29. That's where the pilots will be told to taxi to, link 29, and that's at Alpha. And then, of course, you've got your runway entry markers as well, which is your last port of call, basically, where you stop. Oh, well, there's a couple of them there, isn't there? There's two markers there, which is quite interesting. It's interesting, isn't it? It's marked off. So my aircraft of choice to be training in at the moment is the A321neo. Can't taxi that down Sierra, so he has to cross at whatever junction it is. He'll come straight across, taxi down the opposite side. Atlas Air Worldwide Holdings at Boeing's final 4747's plans to operate for up to half a century. Yeah, well, there we go. Isn't that great news, Adrian? Atlas Air aiming to operate their final 4747s through for the next half century. That is great news, isn't it? Right, listen to this going up. The 767-400 that we just saw is which is coming out now. It's the oldest 767-400 in existence. Did you say, Jilly? Oh, there we go. 25 years old. Yeah, flying. The oldest flying version. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, Sam. Great info. This is the old Dulux lease. This is I think it's a dry lease, 777 with Air India. I think so. Noisy down there, is it? It's getting a bit noisy, is it? Eh? Positive brake gear up. Oh, listen to this. Yeah! Nice! Yeah, man. Best one of the day so far. Fire it up! Screaming in your bag tugs on the roof of the Hilton now. Got 400 ULDs stacked up here and all, mate. People loving that. Oh, watch the gear doors go back up. Watch the gear doors go back up. Watch this. SOP on the Dreamliner. As soon as the wheels are off the ground, the gear doors automatically open. But if they have an issue like this, where that is obviously one of the brakes has failed on the main landing gear, I would imagine so. So they're needing to let that thing run its course in terms of slowing down enough so that it's safe to retract the gear. Usually around about 2 minutes, maybe sometimes earlier, maybe sometimes a little bit longer. If it's a specifically hot brake scenario where a brake has maybe dragged a little bit and caused a little bit of heat in the system, but it's nothing to be worried about. It's kind of very common procedures. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that in the shot there, GP. Maybe a thumbnail right there. Right there. Have a look at that. J-Mac, obviously wind blowing in the right direction for you yesterday then. Jeff Waterfield. Sounds like he's a tri-holer fan. Bob Siegel. Tracy Afghan. Well, the other thing, of course, Aidan, to figure into that, factor into the retraction of a wheel that's spinning, is that it can very easily unbalance the bearing inside the hub system. They generally don't like it because it puts the wrong forces onto the hub componentry, the wheel hub componentry. As far as it's scraping on, I don't quite understand that, because if it's scraping, you know, I appreciate that the tyre will expand ever so slightly. Whether it does or not, I don't know, because it's so thick. The wall of these tyres. Can't think that they would expand, so how anyone could say that they would likely that the tyre would scrape the, you know, anything on its way up, because it's the same size all the time basically. It's not like a drag racing wheel that expands like enormously by about 4 feet. These things generally, once they're spinning, they obviously get up some serious RPMs. I think around about 2,000 RPM is the landing when they land these aircraft. When they're spinning them up on the takeoff roll, I'm not sure how if they're anywhere near the 2,000 RPM mark, but yeah, of course, what Screaming Emu's saying there is because the front wheels, the nose gear on these jets, they retract and they stay vertical, whereas the main landing gear, it retracts and it is horizontal, and that is not what a bearing or any kind of hub assembly likes. It works best when it's obviously in a vertical position. So you wouldn't really want to be spinning it up, leaving it spinning when it's retracted. But a front nose gear, yes, most definitely, as you can see there. Now sometimes there's brushes or nylon stop pads inside the front gear, but obviously bear in mind there's no brakes on the front landing gear, the nose gear. Of course, the bearing, the hub's assembly is built tough, you know, very tough indeed. Of course, they need to keep these components lightweight as well, so you're maybe trading off a little bit of durability against the weight of the component. We've got Dermot Daly is a returning member. Welcome back, Dermot. Clearing a little bit down there. And he's got a lovely cat as well. Paula Collins, okay, Paula, engineering, the wheel spinning as it retracts causes a gyroscopic effect called precision. That's if all brake unit is failed. That's if all brake unit is failed. Precession, my apologies. A gyroscopic effect, yeah. Well, basically these things are built to be vertical and not horizontal, especially when you have all that extra weight that's now pulling on the hub assembly as it's spinning, you know, the bearings. And these bearings are like your standard needle bearings as well, believe it or not, folks. When you break these things down and split them in half, I think, Paula, am I right in saying that they still use a simplistic roller bearing system on the hub assembly of these jets? Vagabundo Aviation is a returning member. Welcome back. Here comes the 764 next. You should be hearing that 764 lining up right now. What's the sound like, folks? Over to you. Gyroscopic torque. Gyroscopic torque. Makes sense, in other words. Put something in a gyroscope, it pushes everything outwards, doesn't it? Therefore you're putting the wrong sort of, you're exerting the wrong sort of energy onto the hub than you would do if it was vertical, if you see what I mean. Screwing in gyroscopic precession just means it gets out of work as it spins. Steam gauge, small aeroplane instruments do that. calibration. When you do that too many times, it just puts extra wear and tear on the components. Same with everything. Well, walking sound is good. Karen Wibrew has upgraded to first class. Nice one, Karen. This time next week, folks, I'll be in Frankfurt, and then on Thursday. Oh no, I won't. No, I won't. I won't. No. Okay, well, I'll be in Schiphol this time next week. Sorry, Tuesday is Frankfurt. Speed is a great workout. I reckon my voice is being drowned out by those. I don't know if they're CFMs on this 767 that's spooling up now. Susie Q sound upgrade is incredible. Wow, that's brilliant. I can't wait to hear this back. Yeah, roller bearings tape. There we go, must fit them the right way. Yeah. 32 brake piston actuators. Wow. And they're all electrically powered, those brake piston actuators, aren't they, Paula? Yeah, man. Full flex. Wow, I don't know what you're listening to this on, but flipping heck, I reckon there was definitely a load of bass going through your speakers right now, or right then anyway. Screaming at you. Well, you're the only one, mate, and you're a bleeding pilot. Time and space. Nice old livery. Just imagine TriStar, folks. Vibrate out of my ears with the bass then. Yes, yes. What a great addition. Kind of just threw it in there with Jilly. I just said, why don't we do it if we're going to go Hilton Garden Inn? Why don't we put that mic up for the spool up as well and see how it goes. Boeing seriously had a monopoly for quite some years, didn't they, with the 787? Before the 350 was. I just talked over a big spoiler. It was Emirates, wasn't it? Out of Dubai. I think as early as this week or late last week, had a 380 that lost an engine at about 1,000 feet. Climbed to give themselves enough height to be able to troubleshoot it, and one of the cabin crew came through to the flight deck, or reported onto the flight deck, "Sir, there is a hole in the outside left-hand engine," and that meant that they obviously had to head back to Dubai. Nothing's as good looking as Robert DB A380 to Miami, pinging now, thank you. Wow, Rohit flew on the TWAL 1011 TriStar. Wow, from Cabos to St. Louis, or St. Louis, or time with D-Ray. Paul Skinny's gifted a channel membership, thank you, Paul. That's D-rated, definitely. It just goes to show how powerful these engines are, man. They can pull them all the way back to D-rated departure, 60% would it be, or 50% or something, I don't know, or would it need to be more than that? But a good looking Cathay Pacific 350 there. She's nice looking, isn't she? Come on, run it. That thing was singing, wasn't it? Flippin' heck. Chile keeps reminding me it's February. Like, I kind of want it to be flipping June or something. Come on, hurry up. Yes, 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 yes. Paul Skilling saying no one got gifted. Yeah, that's a little bit of a... let me just find where it is. Paul Skilling gifted a channel membership. I'm not seeing any... yeah, is it a bug or... if somebody's, mind you, trouble is that when somebody gets gifted a channel, oh no, what's he doing in here? Oi! Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? Hello, BA. Do you mind if we use your engine testing bay? Yeah, go on, it's that's what we're there for, folks. Look at that. We're going to run that 330. Looks like a CEO, maybe. I don't know. I can't see from here because it's very difficult to see, but she looks... Oh no, of course, I do apologise. It is a Neo with the tail fin, with the wing fence, that beautiful curved blended wingtip. Designed, I believe, folks, I'm not 100% sure, but designed, I believe, by our friends down at Broughton, at Airbus, where they assemble the wings, but components of the wings are also manufactured down there in Broughton. I didn't really touch on that with them when I was down there. It was more about just, this is the 320 wing, this is the 350 wing. Should see these things being laid out on the floor, folks. It's insane. And then the different assembly procedures for the wings. It's just a very interesting structural piece of technology that's amazing to watch and see being assembled in its different stages. It's Elizabeth II, is it? Oh, it's Queen of the Skies. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So we might hear that. Well, we'll certainly see out the back of there. We'll see the heat being blasted up that wall face there. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Speedbird logo in the architecture at the top corners of the hang. Are we talking about the cathedral? Because if we're not, we're out of sight of the big hangars on the right there. But that's the single hangar. Are they now? Okay, well, apparently, folks, hearing that the operations are switching to 27 operations at 350, did you say, Julie? Arrivals 27 right, Jez White saying. just heard. Spool up Trent 7000s. Lots of power. Up very early. Basically, even though it is the next generation variant of the Trent 700, it's actually nothing like the Trent 700, I believe, in terms of its architecture and the certainly the size of the front fan blades. But in terms of the interior, the core of the engine, I think it's more along the lines of the latter Trent 1000, the earlier, Trent 1000 technology, but with updated technology. Maybe even the XWB. Of course, a lot of the new architecture, well, not so much architecture, but the new upgrades on these engines. A lot of it is coming as a result of improvements with the UltraFan program. So, you know, even though we're seeing the same engines internally, they're starting to use components and upgrades as a result of the Rolls-Royce UltraFan program. Crate B changing westerly operations at 15:50, landing on the northern runway 27 right, taking off from the southern runway 27 left. He's obviously pasted that in there from Heathrow, I'd imagine. ENR, that will be wind related, that will be wind direction related. It's sort of like right at me now. In fact, to be honest with you, it's more of a westerly now than an easterly. Sort of like almost a southwesterly crosswind type. There you go, look. That's certainly not a not taking off. Spinning a little bit, isn't it? It is spinning a little bit. Four on the floor. Tapping wind 120, 11 kilometres an hour. Saying we're fully aware that Speedbird is the call sign for all BA aircraft. Of course, it is the and they still use. I don't think they. I mean, obviously the new icon is that instead of the Speedbird, which is a shame. But that's the new Speedbird icon. But he's saying that apparently on the tiles at Hatton Cross Tube, Gilly. Screaming Amy, the windsock is gently disagreeing with him. There's a lot of people. There's a tiny little tailwind element going on there, isn't there? So certainly not an easterly, more westerly. Okay, well then in that case, we will have to see what we'll do. We could do. Yeah. No, I'm thinking 27 right at Eastern. Over the top. Yeah, Northern Runway, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, but I'll have to go, yeah, what you're saying is to give me, no, I'm not doing that, no, I'll go and pick it up, mate, I'll go and pick it up, yeah. Okay folks, so here's the plan. In approximately 50 or so minutes, they're going to switch operations. Bit of a funny old time, isn't it? They're going to switch operations to westerly operations. So runway 27 left and 27 right, the opposite to what we're doing here. The left-hand runway that we're looking at here will they'll be departing towards the west. And yeah, they will be taking off this runway and arriving on the northern runway. So that's where we're going to switch to. Robert D, EK30 scheduled to depart, now moved to 1610. So we're going to get some landings, folks, if you fancy it. Shona tuning in from Sydney, Australia. G'day. Where we've been. Love Australia. Love the Aussies. Very much like us, sense of humour like us as well. Don't take any, wait for this 350. G61, how was that spool up, folks? How was that spool up? Negative, not the courtyard. Blix. When I fly Qatar, Oslo, Bangkok, I can choose seats for free when the online check-in is open. Wow. Well, we can do that, but obviously there are some seats that you're only limited to within your class. We always choose our seats as best we can, and long before check-in as well. We do it when we book flights generally, don't we? Blinks, you should be able to designate your seats now, shouldn't you? I don't know how Qatar work. Oh, okay, yeah. It depends on your class and all that kind of stuff, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. They're going up flipping quick, aren't they? MPX Jet Set was the call sign for Air 2000. Like that. She's screaming, man. Wow. Yeah, man. The ailerons, man, look at the ailerons. And another one. Auckland departure. Yeah. Another little turn to the right, maybe. She's going long. Yeah, she's going long. Yeah, she's going to. She's probably going to cut across the south of Ireland, I'd imagine. Coast of Ireland on the south side, I'd imagine. Frenchy TJ, thank you. Not Frank Kitty. Huh? What, have I done it wrong? I did, I know, I had to look at it twice, but it wasn't Frank Kitty. See? Do listen, do listen. Yeah! Left hand glide. That's a Lambourne departure, that one. Good old Air Canada hospitality. Northwest, isn't it? Northwest. Is it? That's between them. Okay, must be. follow those blue boxes, isn't it? That's where I'm getting to on the old flight sim. What, Air Canada? Oh, listen, they're running her up. They're running her up. Oh, well, they're not. Okay. Alpha Echo. Stars confused with the SIDS. Standard instrument departures. There are no optimal landboard departures. Oh, okay. All right. I'll have to get them right. Can you hear that, folks? Thank you, Alpha Echo. Virgin borrowing BAs. Shed. Not shed. Blast wall, innit? Yeah, but I've heard when Johnny goes on definitely he said that. They've said it. On the flights, yeah, but that's it. Yeah, I know, man, but they wouldn't. Those. Yeah, Lauda Air race car. Is that their call sign? Race car for Lauda Air. Thank you, Trev. Thank you, Brett. Jackie Stocks, good afternoon to you. Joanna B, yeah. Of course, bear in mind that the wall is angled, of course, to throw the hot air up. It doesn't sound like they're running that at full power to me. Wilma, thank you. Great sound today, both atmospherics and IM. But that blow. Yes. Thank you, Ev. Yes, I think Speedbird is the coolest, Nick Ray. Velocity, I have no one here. Feather Duster, when I worked for BA, we had a private staff pub called the Speedbird. I cute. That's sort of like, I reckon that's about 20%. They're running that engine out at the moment. No, that's too. It's a little bit sort of obvious. There needs to be something cool. Okay, we're going to have a bit of a competition here about what should be my calls, what should be our call sign in the fly sim. So far we've got Rat, Bosch, somebody mentioning earlier on about the Dreamliner in old Air India livery. Yeah, they all currently are, aren't they? I think only 4 of their A350s have been finished in the new livery, as well as maybe an A321, I don't know, or 320. Tiva 1. Cats 1. Karen. Yes, yes. Karen 1. I'm going to need to speak to the manager when I land, mate. I'll be down with you when I get there. What time do you clock off? Oh, okay. I should make it in time. Yeah. Quite a few options there. Plain chili. Pinky flight. Oh my god, yeah, what are they, the maps that you get, oh my god. I mean, it's just like someone's thrown spaghetti over a piece of paper, doesn't it? It's like flipping it out. But when you know what you're looking at and you do your schooling, you'll understand it, won't you? It's like anything that you do. I mean, there are things I can pick out in there, Gilly, like, you know, place names. Yes. Yes. Lamppost, yes. Call sign lamppost. Timbit. There's a lot of them. Charge it. Cat 1. Blimey, who's this? I'll take this course that way. Yeah, I'm a little bit busy right now, mate. Can you give me a call later? All right, thanks. See ya. You still there, Jilly? Did I cut you off? Oh. Right. It's clearing up down there. Look, it's definitely. It's actually made it worse. Can't see a bleeding thing now, man. Oh, okay, right, okay, so this is what we're going to do, folks. Can't road trip it, so that's it. So the plan is they're going to switch operations. It's going to be taking off that way, landing that way. So they're going to be going that way as opposed to coming to us that way. So we're going to change position. And we're going to get overhead, well, to my left, overhead arrivals and touchdowns. I'm going to take that through till something like that. So stick by your devices, leave your phone on, and whatever it is that you get when we send out the notification, you're going to be doing actually. I reckon it's 3:15 now. I reckon 4 o'clock I should be over there. I've got to put the platform on top of the truck as well and all that kind of stuff. So I break all this stuff, break all this stuff down, get it outside and in the van and all that. So yeah, give me about 45 minutes. We'll see you in a bit. Cheers.